I'm pretty sure I just said Terminer there. I don't even know what country that kind of an accent would come from, but it's not this one, I'll tell you that much. Let's see what this terminal says.
Personal data recorder for Major Elena Flores.
Major Elena Flores. The name doesn't sound familiar. Maybe she has some information on what the hell's going on here.
Play the first entry.
Sigma 23 is almost fully operational. The barracks and storage lockers are complete, and we've begun stocking the munitions. It's highly unlikely the Alliance will patrol in the nebula. I expect our only risk will be from pirates, and who'll believe them? Looks like we'll have space for 2 reinforced platoons of Cerberus commandos.
What?
Cerberus? I do not think I have heard of that organization before.
Yeah, you missed a hell of a thing, Liara. We kind of, took care of him before we went and got you. That was what I was worried about. I was worried that Liara wasn't in the correct party slot for her to say that. Because if Garrus had said that, like, no matter who's in your party, somebody will say, Cerberus, I've never heard of them before, even if they were on missions for directly involved with Cerberus previous to this. So that was one of the reasons why I recruited Liara so late, so that way when we came here, it would actually make sense that she wouldn't know who Cerberus is. But, yeah. Kind of weird that I structured the whole game structure almost entirely around this one little mission, isn't it? Well, it worked out, though. I think I like the way that the missions went in this game, as far as it went. But anyway, let's keep going.
Play the second entry.
The package arrived today for field testing. I'm told they're fundamentally similar to the units being developed on Noveria. They promise this batch will be stable. Something about them developing in proximity to the master control unit. We detected some pirates setting up an anchorage in a neighboring system. I think we'll try deploying them there first.
That doesn't sound good. That means there could be more Rachni out in the Argus Row cluster somewhere. Or maybe they were just talking about, maybe they were in Styx Theta, and maybe they just deployed them down there. But I think the one on Netmos wasn't a deployment of them. I think the one on Netmos, they were actually there from, the Rachni Wars, and they weren't entirely eradicated. Because it makes it seem like the mining lasers that they had were the things that drew their ire. But, I mean, it's entirely possible that... Apparently Cerberus sicked them on them, but I don't know if this platoon is like another branch of Cerberus, or if this platoon was sent out... Probably they were sent out before we just killed Cerberus and destroyed their entire base, because, it's only been probably 3 weeks since Cerberus was destroyed, so they're pretty far out from the base.
Play the last entry.
They've escaped containment. Clever bastards. We treated them like animals. We should have treated them like POWs. They're spreading. Boarding the supply ships and sending them to random destinations. They'll be all over the cluster in a week. General, if you recover this message, my advice is, screw the Rachni. They're too smart. Use one of the other projects. Flores, signing off. For the final time.
It seems Binary Helix were not the only ones foolish enough to meddle with the Rachni.
Yeah, Cerberus apparently meddled with them too. And they paid for it because now they're all dead. Although... I was the one that did most of the killing, not the Rachni, but clever that the Rachni can pilot the ships out to those places, although they are fairly sentient, as we've heard before, so...
Let's go.
The escaped Rachni definitely came from this station, though the motives behind this Cerberus group are vague. You talk like we've never seen them before. To prevent further contamination, arm the station's scuttle charges and evacuate to the Normandy. Alrighty then. Here's a scram charge, and we have to get out of here. It's basically similar to what we did in the labs on Noveria. But yeah, I get the feeling that this mission was supposed to be done way, way earlier in the game, in terms of how the developers wanted it to go, but most of the time you get the mission from Admiral Kahoku long before you get this one, because this one you get from Noveria, and you usually don't go to Noveria unless you've already got Liara, unless you're playing Renegade, but that's a different story. But anyway, let's arm the scram charge, and now we have 70 seconds to get out of here. Also, there are a bunch of Rachni back in here, so I may end up just sprinting to the ship, depending on how dense their population is. Let's get rid of them. Okay, ow, ow, ow. Neural shock and set phasers to kill. Yeah. Let's get rid of this thing. Ow. Oh god, I'm dying. Hang on. Ow. Okay. Alright. That could have gone a lot worse. Oh shit. More Rachni workers. Oh my god. Stop, 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 stop. Get out of here. Okay. What else we got? Is this a soldier? No, it's a worker. Alright, alright, got him. Whew! That was close. Oh, a technician kit. I shouldn't be stopping for these things, but you know.
Area secured.
Alright, I think it's this way. I want to make sure that we get out of here in time as I stop for another crate. Thankfully, the clock stops when we're over here. Ooh, Mantis 8. That's probably not as good as... No, it's definitely not as good as the Colossus stuff, but, you know. Now that we're secured, I think this is what... Yep, this is it. Alright. Actually, I'm going to take my weapon out and heal myself, because I can always get more Metagel later from the... What's it called? And I could sprint here, but I can't, because we're not in combat, so you're not allowed to sprint. Anyway, let's get out of here before this place blows. Yeah, we should return. I don't even get an explodey sound effect. Just tell me that the depot blew up. I feel like I got gypped. Oh, whatever. Depot Sigma 23 is done, and it was another of Cerberus' secret experiments. At least I won't be reading Rachni again anytime soon, so that's good. Now it's just this unusual readings one, and we might get our last rare earth on that same place that we need to go for that. And then it's just Besiege Base and Virmire, because Race Against Time involves going to Virmire. So... that is what we're going to do. We are going to go and take care of these unusual readings first. And then we are going to go... I'm probably going to end it off after that now that I think about... Oh, no, we still need to be in Carcass Row. Phoenix was the one with Rex's armor. Gorgon was the one we were just at for Depot Sigma 23. Hydra is the one where the unusual readings are. And I think we're going to get a message from Admiral Hackett telling us so in just a second here. Oh, no, apparently not. Huh. Well, I guess I was wrong. We'll figure it out once we get there. Once we find the correct planet here for these unusual readings. But let's start with Varmalis, which has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and helium. Its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of alumina with deposits of borax. What the hell is borax? The planet has an extensive network of subterranean caves formed over the millennia by volcanic processes. In these relatively cool areas, some primitive life has developed. Cool. That's not the first planet we've seen tunnel life in, but it's cool nonetheless to see it again.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I'm guessing this is the planet.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport.
Uh-oh.
Medical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Well, I think we found our planet. Apparently, there's a downed medical transport ship here on Metgos, and there's a level 2 heat hazard as well, which is pretty bad. We'll have to do something about that. Probably bring Tally along. Metgos is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It is a mineralogical treasure trove with concentrated heavy elements constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Metgos is inhospitable and dangerous, and expeditions must be well prepared to survive for any length of time. With its high mass, heat-trapping clouds, and constant volcanic venting, Metgos seems well on its way to becoming a Venusian pressure cooker world. I kind of figured it already was, given that description, but whatever. Let's land there and see if we can't go pick up this medical transport. Or at the very least, pick up the people that are inside of it and get them off planet. But we could also, jumpstart them or something from the Normandy, or from the Mako, you never know. But if we're working on ships, probably the best idea is to bring Tally, because she's an engineer, and so she knows her ships pretty well. Who else do I want to bring? Probably... Let's bring Ashley, because Rex has seen a lot of action in all of the missions that I've been on, and Ashley hasn't been around for a while, so let's bring her. I think, if I recall correctly, this is the mission where you find the other Geth trap. I just don't remember where on the planet it actually is. I suppose we'll find out, won't we? But we do have Tally with us, and I think she's still equipped with the Explorer armor, isn't she? Let's see. Yeah, she is. So the Explorer armor 7 will give us a level 1 hazard protection. So it won't entirely negate the... There's UNC Distress Call. It turned into the Unusual Readings one into UNC Distress Call. But it won't entirely negate the amount of... Oh, she's got a lot of level ups to do. I think I'll do that off screen. Yeah, the Explorer armor won't entirely negate the stuff that we have going on with our... with the heat hazard, but it will mitigate it quite a bit. Okay, last planet for today. And looking at it now, I should probably delete some of my save files because it's distinctly possible that some of the ones that I have saved for the trailer that are all the way back there could have contributed to the lag that I was getting back on Netmos. It's possible. It's doubtful, but it's still possible. So I'd rather be more, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Plus, I don't need those save files anymore because I already have all the footage for the trailer already recorded, and the rest of the footage for the trailer that I need recorded is pretty much not going to happen until the next few episodes here, which are going to be the last few sessions. We're probably like, I'm going to guess 12 to 15 episodes out from being done with this entire game. So, yeah, just in case you were wondering, that's how far away we are. Not too far. Turian corpse. Well, the corpse is down there. The recovery's up here. My eyes are up here, guys. Okay, got it. And another Turian insignia. This one from the Gothis colony. Unfortunately, the text from the letter that we found with it on it is indecipherable. Probably very, very old. Also, that's the Colossus armor. I don't know why Ashley's ducking down like that, but that is the Colossus armor. It is the most powerful armor in the game, and I think everyone can get some form of Colossus armor. I think there's Corian Colossus, Turian Colossus, Krogan Colossus, and human, light, medium, and heavy Colossus armor. So it's not something that I'm willing to purchase, I don't think. Although, to be fair, I have purchased the Predator L, which is essentially it's not the Colossus armor. It's slightly worse than the Colossus armor, but it's kind of close. And the Krogan Battlemaster armor is kind of close as well to the Colossus armor, but I'm pretty sure there's Krogan Colossus armor. I don't remember seeing it on Rex, but I'm fairly certain I saw it in the article about armor. I suppose we'll find out, won't we? But yeah, I'm not really all about purchasing it because I feel like it defeats the purpose of the game, really, because it makes... Essentially, now that I got it and I have it equipped on Ashley, she's going to be completely invulnerable for every other mission that I bring her on. I think I have a couple of energized weaves on her to mitigate the low tech and biotic protection that armor gives her. Because it's heavy armor, so it has really high shields and damage protection, but it has relatively low tech and biotic protection, just like all heavy armor, so that's how that works. Of course, heavy armor for Krogan doesn't have, at least in terms of the Battlemaster armor, it doesn't have low tech and biotic protection. It's fairly high, actually, but that's a different story altogether. What we got here? Crash probe. Also, they're getting ready to shoot it. There's nothing in it, guys. It's fine. I know we just did the whole thing with the Rachni, but it's fine. We're good. It's just a cryo explosive.
All clear, Commander.
Thanks, Ashley. Alright, that leaves only one place left to go, this transponder signal. Okay, that's where we need to go.
Do a barrel roll!
For this mission. Whoa! I did a barrel roll. I don't even know how I just did that, but I did a barrel roll. And I said I couldn't do tricks on the Mako. I was so wrong. That was kind of fun, actually. It's probably the best jump I've had this whole game. I don't think I'll get enough speed for this one, but whee! I'm having too much fun with the Mako. Most people would ostracize me for having fun with it, because they're like, the Mako missions in this game are repetitive and boring. I'm like, yeah, but you can make them fun. They don't have to be repetitive and boring. If you think of them in that mindset, then of course they're going to be repetitive and boring. But if you try to make them a little bit fun, then, well, they might be a little bit fun for you. You never know until you try something. We're going on 45 hours worth of gameplay time now, ladies and gentlemen. Although, to be fair, I've probably cut about 4 hours of that out just from off-screen stuff and cutting the load time and all of that, so... I'm guessing that's the probe we were talking about.
Looks like the signal's coming from that wreckage.
Yep.
Careful, Commander. I've got a bad feeling about this.
You don't say, Han Solo. You don't say. What do we got here?
Geth, it's a trap!
Yeah, I figured. Those were all Star Wars references. Woo! Okay, so the Geth are here. Also, they have rocket drones that are going to totally kick my ass if I'm not careful. Thankfully, the rocket drones go down relatively quickly. So, take care of it that way. I think they've got a couple of armatures and a couple of rocket troopers as well. Yeah, here's a rocket trooper right here. Well, there was a rocket trooper right there. I know he's dead, so I mean, that's a well. Just get out of there before I get overloaded. But yes, this is the other gas trap that I was talking about. I apologize for spoiling it a lot earlier in the playthrough. But, wow. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, where the hell was that? Maybe I was thinking of a different game, but no, I wasn't. I was thinking of this one. And now we're here, killing more Gath. What a surprise. Can I get rid of all of your shields and then shoot you? And then kill you, regardless of whether or not I shot all your shields. But yeah, this was the first mission that I did when I did my first file. It was hard, man. Because this was like my first time really getting in the Mako and doing anything. And I was on a level 2 heat hazard planet for the first time I ever did this anything with the Mako, and I didn't know how the controls worked. I didn't even know the ion cannon existed. Doesn't look like there's anything in this anti-vehicle mine. Oh, God. Glad we didn't run over that. That would have sucked. Okay, well, at least we didn't run over the anti-vehicle mine. There's a deposit over here. Might be a rare earth. It is, we'll have that all done. That'd be cool. It's thorium, that's a rare earth, I'm pretty sure. Let's find out. But yeah, this was the first mission I did. Side mission, assignment, that I did when I first picked up the game, and it was tough. Because this is one of the hardest planets, at least in terms of the hazard combined with the fact that you're fighting Gath and all that stuff. Rare element surveyed. And I'm pretty sure, if we look at the journal, yeah, that does it for the valuable materials. It's all the way down here now. All the way down. Nope. Yep, there it is. All done. Can't believe that, man. I guess it makes sense because I did go to basically all the planets outside of the other stuff. But now, the only one left is that Cacus one system in the Hades Gamma cluster to do. And then there's Virmire. So we'll be going and doing those two things. Ooh, Snowblind rounds. Those sound kind of cool. Wonder if they have anything to do with Champion's Return to Arms. Snowblind Studios. Probably not, but, you know. A man can dream. Okay. So that does it for all the side missions, essentially. We've got that one left, the Paragon exclusive one to do. But other than that, we're basically done. All we have to do now is head back to the Citadel, report our success at Noveria. Kind of success. I don't know if most people call that a success, but we have to report that to Captain Anderson and Ambassador Udina. Then we have to ask about Virmire. I'll probably check out the shops to get some armor for Garrus, because that Mantis isn't doing it for him anymore. He needs one with 2 armor slots, that way he can be as protected as everybody else in the party. And then we will head off probably to Cacus to take care of the system in the Hades Gamma cluster where that besieged base is. Because that one happens to be on the way to Virmire, which is where we will be going. Probably not on the next episode, to be honest, but sometime soon in the future on Mass Effect. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.